Hey guys, Pete Tverdov here with Tverdov Housing. I want to give you the Q4 stats for the New Brunswick housing market in 2023. And then we'll kind of dive into the numbers a little bit here without boring you, hopefully. But what I found interesting is comparing Q4 with Q3. What we did see with single-family homes is a lot of consistency. Average days on market was 45 days versus 41. The number of closings were about the same. The asking price, or excuse me, the closing price was a little bit higher in Q4 versus Q3. List price to sales price ratio was still very, very strong. So what does that mean with the single family market? Well, I think it means that homes were priced a little bit more appropriately. The second half of 2023, I think a lot of people out there adjusted to the rate hikes and kind of just the overall housing market with respect to single family homes and condos. Now on the multifamily side, multifamily is obviously a little trickier to evaluate because you just have less numbers to go off of. Q4, there was only 7 closings, so that was pretty thin compared to Q3. Q3 there was twice as many. Average days on market did drop though. It was 45 days, average days on market for Q4. Sales price to list price ratio was actually on average under asking. But the average closing price was almost $50,000 higher in Q4 versus Q3. So, Pete, that's great, but what the hell does all that mean? What it means is on the multifamily side, I think people out there are pricing properties more aggressively, more in tune with what they think the market will pay. And so what you are seeing, at least some of the time, is properties that don't go over asking price. They just hit the asking price or go slightly under asking price. And that's not a bad thing. That's honestly that means the realtor priced it appropriately. And me personally, as a listing agent, that's what I'm trying to do out there. Is I'm trying to push the asking price a little bit higher, and then of course work my magic and still try to get offers above asking. But all kidding aside, I think what it means is that people are pricing multifamily homes more appropriately. So now, what does that mean for 2024? I think everything I just said doesn't matter for 2024 because if you've been paying attention at all, everyone, realtor world, real estate world is getting very excited, like, oh my God, rate cuts, which that's great, but we don't really know if and when that's going to happen. But there's a lot of anticipation towards that. I personally think we will see about 1% of mortgage rate cuts by this time next year. So what does that mean? It means like homes are going to be more affordable for people to buy. So I do think you're going to see a lot of demand coming onto the market. You'll see it in Q1, but you're going to see a ton of it in Q2, I promise you, because there's a lot of pent-up demand from buyers who did not buy in 2023. They were waiting for the rates to drop. But every single year, you still have the same amount of buyers coming into the market who want to buy a home, who want to buy a multifamily house. So I personally think 2024 is going to be a fantastic year, especially on the sell side. If you're looking to sell, 2024 is a lot better than 2023. Anyway, so that's kind of what I'm forecasting for the first half of 2024. But the Q4 data, very interesting. But honestly, I don't think it means a whole lot because 2024, I want to look forward. I think it's going to be a fantastic next 2 quarters, and I'm excited to bring you the data when it comes and to go over it.